When we count things, we use numbers or numerals. Numerals represent quantities. Quantity means how many things we have to count. Let's count these apples. 1, 2, 3. It's 3 because we counted 3 on the last apple, and that means we have 3 apples in total. Or these pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 because we counted 5 on the last pair, and that means we have 5 pairs in total. Or these plums. 1, 2, 3. It's 3 because we counted 3 on the last plum. That means that we have 3 plums in total. Some quantities can be greater than, less than, or equal to each other. So are the numbers that represent these quantities. Some are greater than one another, some are less than one another, and some are equal to one another. To tell which number is greater, smaller, or equal to one another, we use different mathematical signs. For greater than, we use this one. The wider, open side of it is always turned to the larger number. For less than, we use this one. The point is faced towards the smaller number. Some numbers are equal to one another. For them, we use this sign. Let's compare these two numbers, 4 and 6. Which sign should we use here? Greater than, less than, or equal to? We know that when we count things, we talk about their quantities. The numerals, like 4 and 6, represent those quantities. Let's look at the quantities that these numerals represent. We will replace them with blue and red squares. Let's count these boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 blue boxes on the left. Now, let's count red boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 red boxes on the right. Let's put blue boxes above red boxes in line. That way we will see which is the larger number of boxes. We can tell now that we have more red boxes than blue boxes. We can even see that we have 2 more of the red boxes. Let's put our boxes back into the patterns they were before. We know that we have more red boxes than blue, but we also know that numerals represent the quantities. So when we compare numerals, we compare quantities. Which sign should we use here? We will read our number sentence from left to right. 4 is less than 6. To use less than, we use the sign in which the angle point faces the smaller number. So this number sentence says 4 is less than 6. Let's compare more numbers. 5 and 4. Like before, we use the numerals, but we also use blue and red boxes to represent our quantities. Let's show the quantities using our blue and red boxes again. We then place the boxes under one another to compare these two quantities. We can now tell that we have more of the blue boxes. We can even see that it is 1 more blue box than there are red boxes. Let's put our boxes back as they were. Because we know that there are more blue boxes than red boxes, then we know that 5 is more than 4. 5 and 4 are numerals representing our quantities. Which sign will we use to complete this number sequence? We will use the greater than sign. Remember, in this sign, the wider open side is turned to the number that is larger. Let's read this math sequence. We start from left to right again. 5 is greater than 4. Let's compare these two numbers. 3 and 3. Let's do the same as we did before. Let's represent our numerals as red and blue boxes. We'll put the boxes in a line with blue boxes above the red ones. We see now that we have the same amount of blue and red boxes. Which sign should we use to say that 3 is equal to 3? We use the equal sign. To read this number sentence, we start from left to right. 3 is equal to 3. Well done!